Hi everyone, and welcome to Beauty Chef Kitchen, where we are creating beauty with every bite. Where I left off is I was going through all the ingredients for the raw cracker, which had Brazil nuts and zucchini and red onion, a medium-sized red onion, and there were 2 tablespoons of that precious olive oil that I love. Salt and pepper, tablespoon of each, and you can see I have a really nice batter, and that's what I mean. It tastes delicious. We put a big bunch of basil in there. The caraway seed ground up for the Jewish cracker gave it the rye bread flavor. This gives it a bread flavor, so it's working really good. So I wrote it down. When you come across, you change your recipe, write it down, and it really works. You want to remember it. And for me, I like to write them down. I never used to. I used to pull them out of my head, but it's just easier if I can pull it out of my little red Wonder Woman book. It gives me pleasure to write in that book. You know, and it's not just recipes. It could be, you know, an experience in life, in the kitchen. it could be anything. So as you see, I'm going to scoop out 3 scoops. Let's see, all depends how thick you want this cracker. I like them kind of around medium. So there is 3 cups, and then we're going to spread it with a pastry spreader. Okay, so it's like real baking, but you know, same tools, different ingredients. And that's how you have to look at when you're changing your lifestyle. You're changing how you're eating, and you're adding in beautiful, yummy, beautifying ingredients. You know, the zucchini in here is a high water content vegetable. When I came up with this recipe, I was living in California, and all the cookbooks that were out there, you know, back in the late 90s, 2000, you know, everyone was afraid someone's going to steal the recipe. Guess what? If I thought of it, 10 other people thought of it. And I saw that happening over and over. So I came up with my own recipes that worked. And if you go back and think about what kind of vegetable bread did you always like? And it was zucchini bread. So zucchini with the nuts, with the right kind of fat, and then the flax seeds holding together, you have an incredible cracker. And, you know, zucchini is always my go-to vegetable when I'm making my crackers. If I'm using sunflower seeds, I'm using zucchini with that. So, as you can see, it's not going to be a thick cracker. So if you want a thicker cracker, I would do 4 cups instead of 3. And you're just trying to get it even, you know, and then you're going to score it. You know, you can make them small, or you can make them kind of like a little sandy size. And when I mean that, I mean, you know, 3-inch. When I first thought about bringing my cracker to the market, I had to go through so much work with weight and ingredients and how much fat. And there was so much fat in my crackers. So I've curbed the fat. You know, we have good Brazil nuts here. You know, there's only 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And let's see, the basil. We're almost there. See, it's just it becomes like a Zen routine, a Zen kind of process. It's time to make the crackers. Kind of like when I used to crack all the coconuts. I used to crack 100 at a time when I first came back from California, and I was in this little farmer's market in Ardmore. That's a little suburb outside of Pennsylvania. And it was one of my favorite jobs I had in food, because I got to see what people were wanting to eat. You know, I had a direct contact, and I was, you know, was creating the salad bar for the low carb guy, Mike Baltimore. He used to have a great little stand there, but sadly the rent got so high there, and he expanded Anyway, my experience here was fantastic. Very short, but I created a lot of recipes there, including the Jewish cracker. There you have it. So there's always a holiday where I create something. All right, this is a little off, but this is a larger cracker, kind of like 3-inch squares, right? And then I put it in there for 12 hours, and then I'll take another tray, put it on top, flip it, peel off the Reflex sheet, and then put it back in for another 12 hours. So it's a little bit of work, but it's all worth it, and that's why these raw food is very expensive. The price is right because you're paying, what you're paying for is concentrated nutrition. You're paying for real food, not like some over-processed packaged food that you see in the market that has 25 ingredients and like, what is that, dioxin, sodium, I can't even pronounce it. You don't want it in your body. Your body doesn't recognize that stuff. You gotta watch out for that glyphosate. That's really gonna destroy your gut. So, beauty food is, you know, every ingredient that's going into your body. Thank you. We'll post a picture of the crackers when they're done.